This is part two of my interview with Capito. If you have not checked out the first interview, just go to my page. You will see part one. Check it out because what we have here is a follow up of that interview. Who were those that supported you, and how did you find that experience?
I have a long list of those who have been of help to me when I came out. The first person I would wish to appreciate so much with everything in me is Reverend Father Dr. Patrick Ndomoja. He's a priest from Nsukka Diocese. The story of my life out of the seminary is incomplete without his presence. Father is that very particular priest that actually came into my life, and everything about me changed. Father is a father to me. He's a mentor, he is a brother, and above all, he's a friend and a priest to me. Father emptied himself for my good. He's still doing the same, and he's still willing to do the same to make sure that that which is in me blossoms. I cannot thank him enough. But then at the proper time, I will celebrate him globally. Father, oh my goodness. I thank him so much. He means a lot to me. He means the world to me. He's a man of God. The second person I will appreciate here is my mom. I could remember that very particular evening that I went back home to tell him that I don't want to continue in the seminary. There was a few minutes of silence. I was just looking and gazing at her face. I was seeing a woman who was actually shedding tears inside. But she was in dilemma, dilly-dallying, whether she should allow the tears to flow from her eyes or to retain it within herself. Glory to God. She mustered that courage not to allow the tears to flow from her eyes. After a brief silence, she bombed me with a whole lot of questions. Were you expelled? No. Are you sure this decision is from you? Yes. Did you think about it? Yes. At that spot, she let me down, opened my palms, spat inside my palms, laid her hands upon my head and started praying for me. She prayed for me. That prayer, she said that very day, was like a blood booster. It gave me courage in the decision I took. Even now, sometimes she will pick up her phone and call me. She will say, Chika, Wam, Oja Adanagoy, Yelilin Leme, Oja Adanagoy, Chuku Gane Gozigu. When I remember these her words, I'm actually encouraged. I'm actually energized. Prayer gives me energy. I owe her a lot. Oddly, during the time of my visa, the one that I was scammed, there are a lot of people who also rendered help to me. People like Father Donatus Sona, Father Raphael Ikenata, all from Nsukka Diocese. Engineer Tobechuku Ernest Ata, a very good friend of mine, he actually gave me 400,000. Abbott, through Ojowo, gave me 200,000. Abbott was my roommate in Bigger, who later turned to a brother till date. These are people who actually assisted me when I cannot appreciate them enough here. I appreciate all their help. And I will definitely reach out to them one after the other.
How does it feel being outside the seminary?
For me, I would say it is a feeling of responsibility, full-time responsibility. In the seminary, then a lot of things have been provided for us. Virtually everything you need, accommodation, feeding, and all that. Once you come out here, you'll be faced with the reality of responsibilities. So the feeling I have outside here is a feeling of responsibility, but I'm enjoying it actually. It has awakened in me my survival instinct. The seminary has actually imbibed in me. There are a lot of hidden potentials I myself didn't even know I had. But when I came out of the seminary, all of them started rearing their heads up. So for me, it is a feeling of responsibility, freedom, and joy. To most of the ex-seminarians out there, one of the first things I will tell you is to be out of the seminary doesn't make you an enemy of God. It doesn't matter if you are expelled for the crime you committed, for committing no crime, if you left on your own, irrespective of the circumstance of which you left the seminary, bear it in mind that you are still a child of God, still loved and cared for by God. Thus, don't be afraid to fix yourself out here. And I will tell you, please lower your expectations. Start low and grow yourself to that very particular height you are dreaming of. There is no form of business or job that is too little for you to do. How can somebody like me be doing this type of thing? Oga, so long as it is legit, it is not a crime, brother, do that. That could be the thing that could lead you to your desired height in life. It is good if you come out and you have the privilege, contacts, and the support to travel. But then traveling is one thing. Making it outside is another thing. If you have the opportunity to travel to a better place, good and fine. If you don't have the opportunity, stay here, you will make it here. Just begin low. Give it all in you. The seminary has actually equipped each and every one of us who passed through the seminary what it takes to survive outside the seminary. My rector, Father Chuika Dan, Squash, he will usually say proper packaging and prompt delivery. If it is business that you are doing, just properly package that business and promptly deliver it. Your product will sell. One beautiful thing about doing business in Nigeria is Nigeria has the numbers. It doesn't matter what you do here. So long as there is a proper packaging and prompt delivery, you will sell because we have the numbers. It is a very wonderful thing doing business here. Also, for the ex-seminarians, you cannot not be a priest and be a priest at the same time. Do not be envious of your classmates who are still in the seminary or who have become priests. Accept the reality on ground of the fact that you are no longer in the seminary and move on with your life. Even if you have made a mistake, maybe you ought not to come out and you came out. All hope is not lost. Go close to God. Go close to the Eucharistic Jesus. He will direct your paths. Just go close to the Eucharistic Jesus. He will take care of you. No need to be envious of anybody. No need to feel less of yourself because you are out of the seminary. No, don't try that. Secondly, there is this bad attitude in the life of some ex-seminarians that most of the times they try to attack or even fight against the church. You don't do that. Rather than do all those things, pray for the church, because your prayers for the church will create more impact in the life of the church than your rebellion against the church. Yeah. So the seminary out there, mostly seminaries in Africa, if a seminarian does something that is worthy of expulsion, no doubts about it, he should be expelled. But please, expel them in love. Don't expel them into depression. I know a lot of people who have been expelled into depression. The manner and way at which they were expelled, it is horrible. We are all children of God. Consider the individual you are expelling, the manner at which you expel them. Please, please, please. There is also this very self-destroying stuff that we ex-seminarians do when we come out of the seminary. We are too preoccupied with what people may think or what people may say rather than focusing on ourselves. That is a destroyer. When you come out of the seminary, shade off all those stuff. Recoil to yourself. Focus on yourself. Go for your dream. You find yourself excelling. Don't mind what people may say about you. For your survival, for your mental health, they are not necessary. Because if mentally you are not stable, there is nothing you could do. You can't even fix yourself in any way. Focus on yourself and move ahead. Also, you must not travel as an ex-seminarian. If you have something that is reasonable that you are doing here, please, you must not travel. You know, the reason why most ex-seminarians would always like to travel, to run away from the people who know them, to avoid a lot of things. That's good. It is a genuine intention. Secondly, also, there is this generally misinformed notion that anybody we don't jabba be classified among the bourgeoisies. But in reality, most of the times, it is not just so. I will tell you, you mustn't travel. If you have what it takes, you must not travel.
Thank you, Capito, for these amazing interactions, for these great insights. I find them very, very helpful. I am hoping that a lot of people who are seeing this or who will see it in the future will find all these incredible insights useful. I'm going to be making a quick video that will be like comments coming off from this part two of my interview with Capito, so stay tuned. Peace out.